Have you ever asked a question and still felt like you didn't get the real answer? Maybe you said, "What do you mean?" But you wanted something deeper. Today, I'll show you how advanced WH-words help you sound more natural, more confident, and more precise in English. Stay with me, because small word changes make a big difference. Section 1, Beyond Basic Questions. Most learners use simple questions like who, what, where, why. That's a good start. But real conversations need more detail. Let's look at real situations. Dialogue 1. What did you say?
I said it's complicated.
Now listen carefully. What exactly do you mean by complicated?
I mean the project has financial problems.
This question asks for details, not just repetition. Dialogue 2. Why are you upset?
I just am.
Better question. What made you feel this way?
The meeting didn't go well.
This sounds more caring and natural. Dialogue 3. What's wrong with the plan?
It won't work.
Better question. What part of the plan won't work?
The timeline is too short.
Now the answer is clear and specific. Dialogue 4. Why didn't you reply?
I was busy.
Better question. What kept you busy?
I had back-to-back meetings.
This avoids sounding angry or rude. Dialogue 5. What happened?
A lot of things.
Better question. What exactly happened during the meeting?
The client changed their requirements.
This helps you understand the full situation. Now repeat after me. Speak out loud. Repeat each sentence twice. What exactly do you mean?
What exactly do you mean?
Could you clarify that?
Could you clarify that?
What made you feel this way?
What made you feel this way?
What part are you talking about?
What part are you talking about?
What exactly happened?
What exactly happened?
Quick tip. When you add exactly, part, or made you, your questions sound calmer, smarter, and more natural. If this is helping you, keep watching, the next section is even more useful. Section 2, Whose and Whom. Ownership, responsibility, and formal tone. Whose is not just about possession. It can also show responsibility. Whom sounds formal. It shows precision and professionalism. Let's see how they work in real life. Dialogue 1, Responsibility. The report has serious errors.
Whose responsibility was this?
It was assigned to the finance team. Whose here means accountability, not ownership. Dialogue 2, Clarifying ownership. There's a car blocking the driveway.
Whose car is that?
I think it's our neighbor's. Simple possession, but very natural. Dialogue 3, professional tone. Who are you speaking with?
To whom are you referring?
The project manager. Who makes the sentence sound formal and precise? Dialogue 4, email context. Email. To whom it may concern. We would like to request more information. Very common in formal writing. Dialogue 5, targeted question. Who did you send the file to?
To whom did you send the file?
I sent it to the legal department. Same meaning. But the second sounds more formal and structured. Now repeat after me. Speak clearly and confidently. Whose responsibility was this?
Whose responsibility was this?
Whose idea was this?
Whose idea was this?
To whom are you speaking?
To whom are you speaking?
To whom did you send it?
To whom did you send it?
To whom it may concern.
To whom it may concern.
Quick tip. Use whose in meetings. Use whom in emails or formal settings. Understanding them makes you sound educated and professional even if you don't use them every day. If this is helping you, keep watching, the next section is even more useful. Section 3, whereabouts and whence. Precision in location and origin. Where is common. But sometimes, it's too general. Whereabouts helps you ask about a general location. Whence helps you ask about origin in a formal way. Let's see how native speakers use them. Dialogue 1, general location. Where are you staying in New York?
Near downtown.
Better question. Whereabouts are you staying?
Near downtown, close to the subway.
Whereabouts sounds natural and flexible. Dialogue 2, work context. Do you know where the files are?
I'm not sure.
Better question. Do you know the whereabouts of the files?
They should be in the shared folder.
Useful when exact location isn't known. Dialogue 3, a casual conversation. Where did you meet him?
Somewhere in Boston.
Better question. Whereabouts in Boston?
Around Cambridge.
This invites more detail without pressure. Dialogue 4, origin of an idea. This idea is interesting.
Yes, but whence did it come?
It came from customer feedback. Whence sounds thoughtful and formal. Dialogue 5, historical/reflective context. Whence did this tradition originate?
It originated in the 18th century.
You'll hear this in academic or serious discussions. Now repeat after me. Speak slowly and clearly. Whereabouts are you staying?
Whereabouts are you staying?
Do you know the whereabouts of the files?
Do you know the whereabouts of the files?
Whereabouts in the city?
Whereabouts in the city?
Whence did this idea come?
Whence did this idea come?
Whence did this tradition originate?
Whence did this tradition originate?
Quick tip. Use whereabouts in daily conversation. Recognize whence in formal English even if you don't use it often. If this is helping you, keep watching, the next section is even more useful. Section 4, howbeit and wherefore. Concession, contrast and reason. Howbeit and wherefore sound formal, but they help you express careful thinking in serious questioning. You don't need them every day, but understanding them gives you power. Dialogue 1, work discussion. The plan looks good.
Yes, howbeit we need more time.
That's fair. Howbeit means however, in a calm, thoughtful way. Dialogue 2, project review. Your work is strong.
Thank you.
Howbeit, a few details need revision. Softens criticism without sounding negative. Dialogue 3, serious question. The meeting was cancelled.
Wherefore was it cancelled?
Because the client was unavailable. Wherefore asks for a clear reason. Dialogue 4, formal inquiry. Wherefore was this decision made?
To reduce long-term costs.
Sounds direct, professional, and firm. Dialogue 5, academic context. The theory seems valid. Howbeit, more evidence is required. Common in academic or formal speech. Now repeat after me. Speak clearly. Keep a steady rhythm. Howbeit, we need more time.
Howbeit, we need more time.
Howbeit, there are some concerns.
Howbeit, there are some concerns.
Wherefore was this decision made?
Wherefore was this decision made?
Wherefore was the meeting cancelled?
Wherefore was the meeting cancelled?
Howbeit, more evidence is needed.
Howbeit, more evidence is needed.
Quick tip. Use howbeit to sound polite and thoughtful. Use wherefore when you need a serious reason. Understanding these words helps you catch meaning that many learners miss. Today, you learned how advanced WH words change meaning, tone, and intention. This is not about sounding fancy. It's about understanding real English. Try using just one new word this week and notice the difference. If this lesson helped you, like the video, subscribe, and keep practicing. See you in the next lesson.